Hi friends, this is Anna here today, and today I am getting ready to do a class. And I thought I need to change my threads because they're a different color than what I would like. So I figured why not take you with me real quickly, rethread my machine. It's something that I told you I was going to come on here and do. I haven't done a tutorial, like a dive through of my sewing machine, my serger, but I wanted to go ahead and since I'm threading it anyways, let's do a little quick threading video. Welcome to my channel. All right, so the serger that I have is a Babylock Vibrant. And this is such a good serger. It's an entry-level Babylock serger. I love it. I got it not that long ago and I've been loving it so far. I will do a full review on it and show you all the different kinds of features on it in a little bit once I get more comfortable with the machine and get to know it a little bit better. But actually threading it, it's so easy. Let me show you how I do it. All right, y'all, here's my sewing machine opened up. And let me first mention that I love that it comes with this little thing here, this little brush. And before you thread it again, like I just got done sewing something and it was very, very fluffy. You wanna make sure that you keep your machines clean. You wanna go in here and wipe out all the fluff so it doesn't build up on your machine. So I'm doing that. I also want to go ahead and clip the old threads. I'm going to clip them actually here at the top and then make sure your foot presser is up and then I can remove those. It does come with little tweezers to help. Let me just move those kind of out of the way. Whoop, and put my needle all the way up and pull that thread out. Okay. So now that that thread is out, I'm also going to be using my little vacuum that I have here, and I'm going to vacuum out. If it turns on, there we go. Vacuum out the fluff. It is important to clean your machine on a regular basis, and you don't have to take it to the machine repair person every time, but you want to do it yourself. Okay, second thing I want to mention is if I'm using knit on my serger, I love to use a stretch thread like this one. This is a, some people call it woolly nylon. It's a maxi lock stretch. If you can see the little fibers of the thread, it's kind of like you have different, like the strand is a little bit different. So that's more of a stretch thread right there. I really like to use that on the loopers. So I'm going to put that on the loopers, which are the two in the back. So I've got that same in the two all the way to the right. And then the needles, I just use regular maxi lock thread for the needles. All right, we always want to start from right to left, and we'll do lower looper, upper looper, then we do left needle, right needle. We'll start with lower looper, and so I'm going to grab my thread here, and I'm going to put it over this little holder tension thing up here. Okay, now one thing that I've noticed is that if I don't have my little thread kind of holder tube here, my thread can tend to wobble and come undone and mess it all up. It also comes with like a little mesh that you can put over your thread. So if your thread keeps getting caught on things, putting that mesh on top will help it not to unravel itself as it's doing its little thing. Let me bring you a little bit closer now that we're going to go right here. I'm going to start here at the top. There's this little notch up here. You see it right there? And that is where you're going to go first. I'm going to tilt you up. I'm sorry, I'm kind of trying to bring you in as close as I can so I can show you what is going on with my machine here. All right, so we're going to go right and trap that thread right underneath it. So it's kind of trapped underneath it right there. You see that? Okay, and then next we're going to go through the tension disc, and we're just going to go right down through it right there. And you're going to do the same on the other side. So when I show you that, I probably won't close up, but I'll show it to you. All right, we're going to go all the way down through this little line here. And what's really great is that you have a show here kind of showing you exactly where you're going to go on your next few steps. So let me bring you down so you can really see that good close up right there. Okay, I've got my little tweezers that it comes with, and that works out, and it's really, really helpful when you're getting to the threading process. So we've got right here, we're going with the blue, and it's all color coded. So you can see all the blue on here. We're going to start with that level here behind. So we're going to go right behind there. And then you see how it goes down, that shows that. And then the blue goes down and goes to the little hole here. Now, one thing that I didn't know, I was like, oh no, how am I going to get inside of there? Like, I don't understand. What am I going to do? How am I going to get? Little did I know, we've got this little nub here. You push that down and this disengages and opens, which also shows that I did not clean inside right there. That's another place that you can clean, and I totally missed that. Why did I miss it? I don't know. I started threading and I'm like, oh, we're just gonna go thread. So let me go ahead and vacuum that up. Let me tell you, I love that this compartment opens, not just for ease of threading, but also for ease of cleaning. Look at how much nicer it is to be able to get into that spot. You know, my older serger didn't open like that, so I'd have to actually unscrew everything to take it off to actually be able to clean underneath here. Okay, so now we've got our thread here, we've got that open, and now we've got this whole open space where we can work with. So first, if you see here, there's a little triangle that matches the color blue that goes with my lower looper. So we're gonna go right into that little triangle right behind it and go around it like that. You see that? Okay, so next I'm gonna kind of wiggle my little thing so you can see here there is a little triangle and there's like a little area here. So I'm kind of pointing at it with my tweezers so you can see it. So because my fat fingers will get in the way. And so it'll go right behind there. And then if you look right here, there's a little hole here on my, let me see. Oh, maybe pulling it down will show you better. So there's this little thing right here. So we're going to go right through that one. All right, so now we've got it notched right here. We've got it right here. We got it right over here. And next we've got this little area here, which is going to go right through that little area there. You're just going right behind it. Let me show you again. You're going to go right behind it and it kind of clicks in there. Okay. And then I'm going to turn my wheel again to bring it over because we're going to go right through that little hole right there. I kind of want to get it out of the way of. I kind of wanted you to be able to see it, but it's easier if I just move it out of the way. Especially because this has been the stretch. The red, it's a little bit thicker. There we go. Let me close up so you can really see how it's going right through that little gap right there. And then we're going to pull it out. I knocked it back out with my tweezers as I'm trying to show you. Okay, let's put it back in there. It's easier when you're not recording, I promise. There it is. Okay, and you pull that one out. Don't let it get tangled on everything else. So that one is done, and that was super easy. I made it look harder than it really was because I kept getting caught. All right, at the top, again, I'm doing what I showed you earlier where I'm going through the top loopity part. If I can get my thread to go through. So it's going through that top up there, and then we're going to go through this little carrier here, right there. And then we're going to bring it down the whole front through the tension disc right there, and then down the whole front. And now we're following the next color, which is the green color here. So we're going to go through that first loop here and see how it goes right down to another green thing here, which is right next to the blue. And it looks straight because I'm not holding it straight right now. Now it's straight right there. It's sideways. Yeah, that's how it looks like on the picture. In the picture, it looks sideways. So that's good right there. The next spot, it's green. It's up here. See that green circle right there? We're just going to go right over that. Okay. And then we're going to go right into the gap of the needle. I call it the gap of the needle, but it's really just the eye of the needle. The gap of the needle right there. That one was super quick and easy. So now we are done, and I'm going to get some more fuss back here because I didn't really vacuum all the way. Get all that fuss off. Okay, so now we're done with this bottom area, and it looks nice. And now we can close this one up right here. We can close this one up right here. Now we're going to our left and right needle. We're going to start with our left needle. Again, we start at the top. Okay, and go around that loop. Then we're going to go right here, and I'm going in one side, out the other. Oop, you're not even seeing what I'm doing. This little curve here thing, I'm going in one side and up the other. So it kind of goes around it. Okay, and then I'm just going to go around the wheel, like so, the tension wheel. So just make sure it's caught underneath there. And then once that's caught underneath there, we're going to go right here. We've got this little siggy saggy thing. It just goes under, over. So see how it's like this little piece right here? It just kind of sits. The thread just sits inside of there. Okay. So then you've got the two compartments. I'm going to pull these needles up. You got the two sides of the needle. You have the left side and you have the right side. So for the left side, since that's what we're doing, we're going to go to the left side and go behind that. And then we're going to go ahead and thread it into our needle. And we're going to use our tweezers to pull it through. And I love this light that this machine has. It's like a blue hue light. So it's so bright and nice. Don't get it caught on anything like I just did. Okay, so there is one. I got it caught on something and it twisted it. So make sure that you don't. And if it gets twisted, you want to fix that before you move on. I'm going to redo it. I'm going to rethread it just because it got caught on there and I just don't want it to. I'm going to cut it, do a fresh cut, and redo it. It really isn't hard. It's easy. I'm just making it the hardest possible. No, I am, it's always kind of harder when you're recording. And also I want you all to see all of it, not just a perfect threading. You all know how I am. Once again, it's trying to go underneath here. Make sure it doesn't get tangled up. All right, so then we're going to do the same with the right needle. So we're going up at the top. Okay, so right through there. Then we're going around the tension, around this little holder here, around the back, come out the front, and then around the tension disc. Okay, so there we are around the tension disc. Can we come back right over here, under, over, okay? And then we go behind the right needle and loop it there, and then we thread the needle. I'm gonna tell you, I have my camera recording right in front of me, so it's really hard for me to get around it and grab it. There we go. Okay, so now we have it threaded. So we're gonna pull these threads through the back. Just pull them to the back. And it is completed. Now I'm gonna get a piece of fabric and I'm gonna show you. I actually happen to have a piece of fabric right here. Okay. And I'm going to make sure put it under my foot, push my foot down, and we're gonna sew. Actually, let me fold it so you can really get a good view of it folded. Put it under my foot, press her down, and sew. And there it is. Beautiful. And it's stretchy in all its glory. I love this so much. All right, friends, I hope you found that helpful. Comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Comment and let me know what you think and what other things you'd like to see me show you from my machines or sewing or anything like that. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like button. It helps a lot. And come follow me on Instagram at eloise.ezra for more behind the scenes stuff. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all next time.